You're still with us on Studio 23 as we are presenting to you this match between the Far Eastern University Lady Tamaraws and the University of the Philippines Lady Maroons. Picture-perfect spike there by Maika Morada. Taking a look at some of the highlights from set number 2. Again, Morada is taking her game to another level here in UAAP Season 74. Later on, we have the matchup between Ateneo and De La Salle University. But now, let's take a look at set number 2 statistics.
Well, you're right. You're looking at these numbers. Set number 2, 11 attack points for FEU and 1 only for the Lady Maroons. You know, this in itself actually speaks of what had transpired in the second set. 2 block points for the UP Lady Maroons, 1 for the Lady Tamaraws. 1 service ace for UP, and the FEU Lady Tamaraws actually scored 7 points from their service aces. But in terms of the error department, both squads actually had 6. But I think what's glaring in this statistics is the fact that FEU actually scored 11 attack points. UP only had 1. There were 7 block points for FEU. And you know, it seems like napako talaga ng FEU yung UP in the second set.
UP, of course, dealing with the loss of some key players. Of course, Carmela Lopez, who was their team captain. Actually, the number 9 scorer in the entire UAP women's volleyball tournament last year and the team's best scorer. Their best blocker is also gone, si Marie Eileen Quejas. And of course, their libero and best defensive player in terms of digging that volleyball up, si Amanda Cristina Isada. So UP also, with the departure of those key players, struggling to find an identity, at least from what we have seen so far, as they have not won a set here in UAAP Season 74. FEU, this is year number 2 for them in terms of their rebuilding. They started last year, lost 11, paraded in 11 rookies to last year's lineup.
But I would think that, you know, if coaches would look at FEU or even just, you know, the volleyball fans out there, it's actually a good sign that you see a team on their second year but already playing this well, gelling together this well. And what's, I guess, even better is that you sense that maturity inside the court.
And of course, when you have a very experienced coach, a popular figure here in the world of women's volleyball, not just women's volleyball, men's volleyball as well, Nestor Pamilar, and then you have a champion coach, Shaq De Los Santos, as part of your coaching staff as well, you'll really learn a lot as a player from them. Vargas denied there. UP showing some signs of what they can do because they do have the height. Good save there by Giselle C.
Oh, but that one was sent out.
Let's see what Coach Ness and the rest of the coaching staff talked about. Let's get an update with Tiff Atendido.
Yes, and a lot of smiles and jokes over here at FEU side and very simple instructions from Coach Ness as well. First of which, presence of mind. Minsan antena na yung binablock nyo. Second, on service, aim for the target at the start. Kartehan nyo lang yan. Meanwhile, on reception, relax lang at timingan. Eyes on the ball. Third, masakit ba yung ipin nyo at hindi tayo makapagsalita? Mag-usap kayo sa court at magbilang. Lastly, on a more serious note, tawanan tayo sa timeout. Pero pag nasa loob na ng court, seryoso tayo dapat. Maglaro ng maayos and keep the game on our side. Anton and Ann?
I think they can still afford to joke around with you know, the lead that they have and you know how the girls are playing at this point.
Coach Nes Pamilar telling his ladies that they can enjoy but not too much.
You know what's good, Anton, with this team is that they don't forget the game at hand. But, you know, at the back of their minds, they have the bigger picture there. They know that, you know, they're playing this game in order to play a much better game in the next few days.
Okay, you saw, as we focused the camera to Coach Nes Pamilar and his former player at FEU, Coach Shaq De Los Santos, who did play for the Tamaraws in the UAAP from 1995 to 1999.
He just gave away his age.
6-3 in favor of FEU. There you see Coach Shaq De Los Santos. His real name is actually Cesael De Los Santos. Was labeled by his teammates with the name Shaq during their playing years. 7-3 in favor of FEU. Again, if you're UP, you want to stay within striking distance and somehow overtake FEU late in this set. But that is not going to help their cause. 8-3 in favor of FEU. UP needs a miracle right now. Take a look at some of the action here that has transpired in set number 3. This is that last point scored by FEU. The inability of UP to receive properly has really hurt them in the 3 games that we have witnessed so far here in the UAAP Season 74. And FEU, do you think that they have a realistic chance of maybe making the finals despite having very young players? Because as of right now, it seems like they're playing like such a great unit.
Well, I think in terms of chances, here in volleyball, nothing is really certain if they continue to play this way. If, they get to play at par with the more senior teams. Of course, a lot of people are looking at the likes of Ateneo and LaSalle, which will play our second game later. Kung kaya mong lumaban sa ganon, if you can up the level of your play, then I think it wouldn't be difficult for FEU.
8-4 in favor of FEU so far. Just an update on the team standings. Ateneo at this point is on top. 2 wins, no defeats. FEU would like to join them. 1 win, 0 defeats. LaSalle also 1-0. NU 1-0. Adamson University 1-1. Adamson, of course, lost to LaSalle in the first game and then bounced back, defeating UP last Wednesday. And UST 0-1, UE 0-2, UP 0-2 as well. So battle of the undefeateds yung laban mamaya ng Ateneo at LaSalle.
Basas wasn't able to get a good hand on that ball.
Nine to 5, 4-point lead for FEU. Joyan Kiocho, also another rookie. Oh, quick attack there was Giselle C. And Marjorie Rojas just mistimed. Joyan Kiocho has another opportunity to serve here. 9-6 in favor of FEU. Great crowd inside the arena in San Juan City. But thank you to everybody watching on Studio 23. If you guys are football fans, after LaSalle and Ateneo, later on we will deliver to you exclusively the Dream Cup featuring the LA Galaxy, led by, of course, Landon Donovan and David Beckham. They will take on the Philippine Azkals. Right now,
Today
UP,
seems to be an exciting day for sports.
Kanina pa yan. We had the PCCL before this one. For all the basketball fans, the search for the #1 collegiate basketball team continues with the Philippine Collegiate Champions League. Right now, we are featuring the ladies, the Volleyballs, UP versus FEU. Vargas just slams it through the block.
Let's take a look at this replay again. Vargas aiming straight at the blockers of UP.
Perhaps one of the most powerful spikers here in the UAP Women's Volleyball Tournament, if not the most powerful, Rosemary Vargas.
Now you see the FEU attackers really taking advantage of the blocks of UP.
Coach Shaq and Coach Ness laughing and giggling at the sidelines after that service error.
Oh, poor reception, but C still managed to save it.
Giselle C with a back set. And UP, this has a chance. Leads to this.
It was a good play, but the execution was a bit poor.
Coach Ness Pamilar giving an opportunity to one of his 4 rookies to show what she can do. Mary Rose Baniel, number 11. Had a good intention right there for the side of the Lady Tamaraws. Vargas right here against the single block of Henido. Henido just pushing it to the other side. Majorie Rojas. And Rojas continues to give some major contributions for her squad. So many sophomores on this team. Majorie Rojas, one of them. One of 8 sophomores, to be exact.
Just imagine when these girls actually reach their 3rd or 4th year.
Angeli Araneta showing what she's capable of doing. Yun nga lang, she has to do it more consistently and more frequently. Giselle C decides to back set again because Vargas was there. That's a good dig for UP. Oh, smart move there.
Sending it over short. Cutting Vargas. Unprepared. Look at this. Almost an easy over there for Araneta. But she opted for that short angle.
13-11, UP sticking with it.
Oh, how can you get a good read on that ball from Eulalio?
And the airtime of Gwyneth Eulalio. Wow, what an athlete. Rosemary Vargas was number 6 in the UAP last year in terms of scoring.
Vargas and Rojas were confused.
All right, let's get a courtside update right now. I'd like to hear on what's going on the side of UP. Let's go to Trishka Echeverry.
Anton, I was talking to Amanda Isada earlier, and she tells me that from a player's point of view, even being down or losing the first 2 sets is not actually impossible for the Lady Maroons to get back into this game.